Is Jalen Reagor for real? Or is this just another Howie vision? Dallas still stinks. You're by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. So day 6 of training camp of practice just concluded, and guess what? It didn't go 45 minutes. It went an hour and 45 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. And I can't believe I may be saying this. I can't believe it. Could we be in a 2017 Nelson Aguilar situation with Jalen Reagor? Because he stood out again today. Now, we're going to get into it in a second, but before we do that, if you're new to the channel, if you like the content, make sure to like, but more importantly, make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss any of the stuff that is going to be going on here, especially next Friday when we're streaming the Eagles. And if you've been subscribed for a while, you know the deal. Double check, double moonwalk check. You know how YouTube does it sometimes. So just make sure everything is good to go. Now, it's like every day we're talking about Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor stood out again. And we're going to get into him in a minute. But first, we should probably go over this injury report because it's actually quite extensive. Here's today's injury report. Will not practice. Calcaterra, hamstring. Andre Dillard, concussion. Jordan Mailata, concussion. McCain, knee. Smith, groin, and Ward, toe. Limited was Zach Pascal with the illness. Both Jordan Mailata and Andre Dillard have concussions, and Devontae is sidelined with a groin. So apparently Devontae Smith has a slight groin injury. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's apparently it's not that bad, so he should be good to go. Just resting him, and why not? Now in practice today, we have to talk about one J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the umbrella man, Mary Poppins, trying to convert to tight end. And so far, I got to tell you, I haven't heard anything about him. I've heard nothing. I've heard like 1 or 2 catches. That's about it. It's been quiet. And today doesn't really help because J.J. Arcega-Whiteside left practice a bit ago. After a trip to the medical tent, he went inside and he was pretty much done for the day. Now, we got Richard Rodgers. Of course, he's coming back from being on the physically unable to perform list. But, you know, listen, I would prefer that J.J. Arcega-Whiteside wins the tight end job. I just don't see how it's going to happen. You know, now if he's injured and he's going to miss time, it's going to be crazy. I mean, look, Zach Pascal missed a week and a half of training camp. He's back on a limited fashion, and look how Jalen Reagor has taken advantage of it. Okay, Reagor is probably right now, you have to say, probably the 4th wide receiver, depth chart wise, on this team. Maybe even more. Reagor got first team reps today. Okay, he was getting first team reps with Devontae Smith out. And listen, he's making plays. At one point, he beat James Bradbury for a touchdown. He beat a few other guys. I mean, Rager's making plays. And even Nick Sirianni was talking about him and how he's just way more consistent. And they're talking to him. They're telling Jalen Reagor, hey, listen, you're not a TCU anymore. And this was what Nick Sirianni was saying. You're not a TCU anymore. You're not going to get tons of opportunities like you used to in college. But you got to take advantage of the small opportunities, the small amount of opportunities you do get. You can't let them go by the wayside. And right now, Jalen Reagor is making it happen. It's really it's pretty interesting to me because we go from, all right, good day practice with the first day of practice, he has good day with the second team, then it's kind of nothing, then it's a really bad day, then he's sitting there tweeting or responding to tweets, and then ever since then, boom, he's been on it. So, you know me, I think something's up. I think they're building up his trade value, but I also think he's doing a good job himself. Right now, Jalen Reagor is your 4th wide receiver. And he might beat Zach Pascal out. It could happen. Could he beat Quez Watkins out? I'd be very surprised. Quez is my man. Quez Watkins is my man. But Reagor, another strong day, another day where he's getting more opportunities. I mean, with Devontae Smith out and getting first team reps, and then being, doing a good job with the opportunities he's got, got to give the guy credit. He's doing what he has to do. Could this be a situation where we go like 2017, where Nelson Aguilar out of nowhere decides, I'm going to catch the ball, I'm going to run, I'm not going to air fumble. I'm not, are we in a situation where he's about to break out? Let's hope so. I would love Jalen Reagor to have a huge year. You know what I mean? I would love it. It only makes the Eagles better. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do think it's a good opportunity for Howie Roseman to pump up this guy's trade value, especially if he can have maybe a couple good preseason games. It would be huge for us. They also were talking today about A.J. Brown versus Darius Slay. A.J. Brown has had his way with Darius Slay. He, big, physical, wide receiver. I think those kind of wide receivers can give Darius Slay some trouble. Bradbury has done a little bit better job on A.J. Brown from what we've heard. But A.J. Brown, very strong camp, getting better and better every single day. You got to love it. Now, the other standout today at practice, I'm going to give to a group. And that group is going to be the pass rush. The pass rush was pretty dominating today. It was kind of having its way with the offensive line. And listen, you had LaRaven Clark at left tackle because you had no Mulata and you had no Andre Dillard. So, it happens. I mean, the offense did not have some big pieces for itself today during practice. The defense was ahead of the offense today. And it's kind of going back and forth every day. One day you get the offense, one day you get the defense, one day you get the offense, now you get the defense again. But that pass rush was pretty brutal today. Jordan Davis continues to make strides, continues to make an impact, and he's just a monster, man. He's a monster right there. Haason Reddick, actually, they were saying he had a couple nice coverages of running backs out of the backfield today, made a couple nice plays, but the defensive line was dominating, and that's what we really need. I mean, to me, when you look at the Eagles' defense this year, you could have Darius Slay, you could have Bradbury, you could go out and get Jesse Bates, a safety. If you don't get to the quarterback, you're going to have a problem. If you can't get to the quarterback, and that was a problem for the Eagles last year. What I want to see, and what I want to see from Jonathan Gannon is, what are you going to do? Let's say you have a quarterback come out, and he's having a great first half against you. His jersey, his pants are clean, hasn't been hit. You haven't gotten the quarterback. You have to start dialing up blitzes. Are you going to do things to get this quarterback off track? Or are you going to do like last year and have him go 34, 37, 36, or 38? Are you going to have these quarterbacks with over 85% completion percentage? Or are you going to get to the quarterback? You got to get to the quarterback. The key to this defense is getting to the quarterback. The key to the defense in the NFL is getting to the quarterback. You got to get to the quarterback. And I don't mean you just have to sack him every time. You have to make him throw when he doesn't want to throw. You have to make him feel pressure. You have to sometimes just bang him around. But you know what I'm saying? You do. So that's the key. And if the pass rush is having these kind of days, that's a very, very, very good sign for the Eagles. No question about it. But like I said, LaRaven Clark is in for your left as your left tackle. Of course, there's going to be opportunities. Even Derek Barnett made a play in which would have been a sack. Can you believe it? He actually didn't go off sides. He actually didn't get a flag. So far this season, I know like Elliot Shore-Parks likes to keep stats of the quarterback throwing and the receivers catches. What about the Derek Barnett plays? I'm keeping track of that. He's got at least 2 penalties to 1 sack. So right now he's double in penalties than in sacks. We got to see that turn around. He's got to turn that frown upside down. You know what I'm saying? He's got to do it. Another guy got to talk about, T.J. Edwards. Once again, T.J. Edwards, great day. Multiple pass breakups today all over the field. And right now, I mean, you got to say, he's winning the starting job. He's probably been the best linebacker in camp. And I mean, to me, this is great because, the focus has been on Nakobe Dean, Kaiser White. But my man T.J. Edwards is killing it right now. And that's quite an amazing thing. No question about it. If he can keep it up, it's going to be very interesting to see if a guy like Nakobe Dean can eventually replace him as a starter. Can he beat him out? Or, you're just going to be in a situation where you have a lot of good linebackers on this team. We haven't had this many good linebackers in a long, long time. So, T.J. Edwards, another good day. And you're starting to see, look, I know they're not hitting. I know it's not live. And I know, you can only gain so much from practice. This is all true. I mean, we've seen Jalen Reagor practice well before, and then he goes out there in the games, he stinks. We've seen it before, so I'm not getting super caught up in it, okay? I'm having a little fun with it, but I'm not super caught up in it. I got to see it on the field. Same thing with T.J. Edwards. Same thing with Jordan Davis. We got to see it on the field. But based on the information that we can look at right now, it looks like we're getting the same players standing out every day. We're hearing about Jordan Davis every day. We're hearing about T.J. Edwards every day. We're hearing about Jalen Reagor every day. We hear a lot about Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown every day. We hear about James Bradbury, every day. You can only assume based on that these guys are having a very, very strong camp. And it's a good thing. Now, don't forget, tonight, Hall of Fame game. Our boy, Doug Peterson, makes his debut with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Am I going to watch it? Of course. I'm a football junkie. I watch every game I possibly can watch. So I'll be definitely watching. I'll also be later on today before the game, I'll be doing a live stream. So look for that. I have a guest coming on. Should be a lot of fun. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. And it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. With the Eagles preseason next week, I can only wonder how much time are the starters going to play? Are they going to play a lot this preseason? I really wonder. I think you need at least, if it was me, I would play my starters first game. I'd play the whole quarter. Second game, I'd play into the third quarter. Third game, depending upon how they did the first two preseason games, I would probably play them a quarter or sit them all completely. It just really depends. I don't think the Eagles are going to play these guys anywhere near that. I think you'll get one series first game, you'll get maybe a quarter the second game, and then nothing the third game. Going to be interesting. But the Eagles, they play their first preseason game next week. Can't wait. Denzel Washington out.